Hey everyone, hope you're all very well. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we'll be discussing how to grow your arms, your biceps and your triceps specifically. Before we get into the video, I would like to quickly inform you about my new ebook. If you are struggling to see progress and achieve the results you're after, if you are not sure about what needs to be done, my new evidence-based, easy-to-implement ebook will provide you with a step-by-step guide that covers all the aspects that needs to be covered to help you transform your body. For more information on this, check the link in the description box below. Now, before getting into the training aspect, when it comes to building muscle, let me just remind you the importance of getting enough sleep as well as your nutrition. More specifically, getting sufficient amounts of protein and calories. Without these in place, it will be much more difficult to build muscle regardless of whichever muscle group. Now, building your arms, your biceps and your triceps aren't going to be that much different to building another muscle group. The principles of muscle gain still applies. We want to make sure we are staying consistent with our weight training. We want to be performing our exercises with good technique. We want high intensity, and we want to be making sure that we are getting stronger, especially on our upper body pushing and pulling exercises. When we perform pushing exercises such as bench presses, shoulder presses and dips, our triceps will be working in addition to our chest and shoulders. When we perform pulling exercises like chin-ups, rows, lat pull-downs, our biceps will be working in addition to our back muscles. So it's important to have a nice balanced program consisting of these pushing and pulling exercises, as this will help us build the foundations of our physique. We want to make sure we are performing these exercises correctly with good technique, in a controlled way with good range of motion and high intensity, and also we want to incorporate progressive overload. Now, if you are confident that you are already doing this and you are also taking care of your nutrition and your sleep, we can now look at specific exercises which you can include in your routine to further optimize the development of our biceps and triceps. Here are some of my favorite exercises to target the arms more directly. Starting off with the biceps, the single arm dumbbell preacher curl. What I really like about this exercise is that by resting our arm on the pad, we are making the movement stricter and harder to cheat compared to standing bicep curls. So it can be a great option for the biceps to include in your routine. Next up, the cable bicep curls are another great exercise which provides a unique benefit, as it provides resistance in the position where your biceps are stretched, unlike the standing dumbbell curls, for example. So, to perform this exercise, you want to set the pulleys low and then get a good grip on the handles. Take a few steps forward and have a slight forward lean in your posture. Your arms are directly on your side and your elbows shouldn't move. As always, perform the exercise slowly and in a controlled way without momentum. Next up, a classic standing hammer curl, which still trains your entire bicep, but also targets the brachialis, which is the muscle on the side of your arm between the biceps and triceps. Two very common mistakes during any kind of bicep curl really is using too much momentum and not making the muscle do the work. The next one is For some reason, it's generally thought that it's better to go with light weights and high reps like 20 for arms. There's no need to treat them any different. You can still incorporate heavier sets, for example, a set of 8. Moving on to the triceps. Probably my favorite exercise is the 2-rope tricep extension. By using 2 ropes, we can now fully lock out our elbows by our sides and fully contract our triceps. A similar exercise is the cross cable tricep extensions. For this one, you want to keep your arms at about 45-degree angle to your torso. You want to keep your elbows locked into that position and just concentrate on extending your arms. A second pause where you're contracting your triceps. The seated dip machine is also another great exercise which will involve some chest and shoulders. However, it's really great for the triceps, especially if your technique is right. So you want to tuck your elbows in close to your body. You want to keep an upright posture and bring your shoulder blades back as you bring the bars up so that you're not rotating your shoulders forward. And you really want to focus on locking out your elbows to move the bars down. Since this is a machine, it provides a lot of stability, which means it's easier for us to go heavier and really push ourselves on it. Next up, the low incline tricep extensions with dumbbells. This also is known as the skull crushers. The low incline allows more tension to be placed on the triceps as they stretch. So it's an exercise that loads the triceps more as they stretch instead of their contracted position. Again, it's important to go slow to maintain control over the weight, especially on the way down. That way we're also keeping the tension a lot more on the muscles and we're keeping the elbows safe. That's going to be it for today's video. I hope you found that useful. If you have any questions about anything, please let me know in the comments below. If you are enjoying the content, please consider subscribing and I'll see you in the next video.